guys, what's up? It's me, Priscilla! So today we are here with another Zootopia drawing tutorial, and today we are going to do the most adorable officer, in my opinion, other than Nick, would have to be Officer Clawhauser from Disney Zootopia. So he's the adorable donut-eating cheetah? Leopard? I think he's a cheetah. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing I want to do is go ahead and draw an egg shape. So I have my weird looking egg shape, alright? Now I'm going to go on top and I'm just going to expand on top of the egg shape. Kind of like that, but we want to go ahead and keep this a little bit rounder. Now, of course, after that, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and split up the side of his face just a bit, because we're seeing more this side as opposed to this side. So what I'm going to do is, after this, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and post this little circle here. Post it. I posted it, guys. After this little circle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead from my line, just using it as a guideline almost, and I made this cone, and I also have this line right here. So after we make this little cone shape, what I did is I went ahead and I brought up the top of it to go upward. So this is like the overall ridge of his nose. Now what I'm going to do is just going to roughly place a circle here at the corner of this ridge of his nose, and then of course another circle right here at the corner of this ridge of his nose. Now if we were to go ahead and get rid of some guidelines, you can see just a little bit of what I'm doing. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this more of a triangle. Bring this down here and bring this down right here. So we have his nose. Now of course I'm going to go ahead and bring down this middle right here and make a nostril here and a nostril right here as well. Bring down this, and I'm just going to lightly place a little bit of a smile there for right now, but we have some other things to focus on, like giving him more of a shape of a head and everything. So before we start to begin like shaping up his head a little bit more, I want to go ahead at least and get the middle parts of his face, the focal features of his face done first. Now from this circle right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and curve upward, as well as over here, curve upward, bring this around and make it more look like an eye. And since he is a cat, he has a little bit of a cat's eye going on. So if you just see what I did there, I just went up and then back around, and then I'm going to jump over here, up and back around once again. After that, I'm going to jump in the middle and give one pupil here and one pupil here as well. Then after this, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and make an eyelid on top of this eye, just lightly, and then I'm going to make another eyelid on top of this eye. Now let's shape up this face just a little bit more because he looks a little weird. So after this nose ridge here, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead from this part of his nose ridge. We're going to give one little eyebrow here, and then from this part, a little eyebrow here. And then of course, on top right here, go up. Bring this out from the side of his face. He almost looks like a hamster. And then I'm going to come down from this side, back around just a little bit more. And then from right here we can lightly go ahead and place one ear in the middle of this area. Jump over here, and here's another little ear. So if you see, I made a little bit of a C shape and then I went up. Let's get rid of some guidelines. Now that we've gotten rid of some guidelines, what I'd like to do is go ahead and start placing a few of his markings, because that will eventually lead to his cute little smile. Now for right here, from the corner of his eye, you're gonna go ahead and bring out this little black part right here, and it's gonna go ahead and come outwards. And then this part as well, it's gonna go out this way. We're going to leave this overall shape here because this is a different color as opposed to his white fur that's around his whole entire face. Now, from this part right here, what you're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and bring it out just a little bit this way. And then this part is just gonna stay here for right now. Now, since I have this one right here, I'm gonna go ahead from this part and go upward and connect. And I'm gonna make his little cheek a little bit more like cat-like, so it looks like not just these two hard lines, so I actually give him a little bit of a muzzle. And then of course bring this up just a little bit over here. So you see how I made his cat muzzle poof out just a bit. Now I'm going to go underneath and give him a little bit of a chin. And then of course his markings, before we start his markings, we made them a little bit too small. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this bottom line, as you should as well. So we're going to bring out this side just a bit. And since we're going to bring down his face just a little bit more. It's just a little too small. There we go. Alright. That looks much better. Now for his markings, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and mark off where this marking is here. And from over here, his markings start right about here. We can go ahead and close off this side of his face and this side of his face as well, and give that a little bit of a gap. Alrighty then, of course we gotta give him a little, now that we're done placing things, we can start filling in a couple more things. So we have a little bit of a shine of an eye right here. So we have a shine of an eye right here, and then a little bit of a shine here. I'm going to go ahead and give him his pupil, and then his pupil, and he has a brown eye. I'm gonna get rid of this. He has dark brown eyes or orange eyes, whatever eyes that cheetahs have. From his eye here and his eye upward. Of course we have some, just to give it a little bit of indication of a different color change in his markings. And then of course he's got some straggly hairs. He is a cat, so he's got furry furs all everywhere, so it's always a good thing to go around and make those lines furry. Now his ears are dark brown or black. Like I said, I can't tell if he's a leopard or a cheetah. For his markings, he's got spots everywhere. He's also the one character that has a hidden Mickey on his cheek. Now, in the reference I'm looking at, I can see it barely right here. So we have one circle here, one circle here, and one circle here. So we have, make sure you just get that marking there. Now, for the rest of his markings, you just go around and you gotta give him spots. So we have a marking here, and a marking here, marking here, marking here, marking here, here, here. And these are kind of like, they get skinnier because they're going upward. Here, here, here. We have some here. Big spot here. Ready then, and of course we can't just make him look like a floating head. I'm gonna go ahead and make his collar from underneath right here. So we start from this part of his face and make one little collar here. We're gonna make another part of his collar. It's gonna go upward and into underneath his face again. Head, make his tie, go down, make a little indication on his tie. He has a black tie on and his uniform is navy blue. And then of course I'm going to go ahead and bring down this part, which is his shoulder, and then over here got another part of his shoulder. And of course, if you want, you can make a couple of like indications of his roly-poly cheeks. Of course, we're gonna barely go over his markings a bit. So for his actual face, it's like a yellow and white. Like we've got lots of like yellows going on up in his face. And of course, around his eyes are a yellow. I know this is killing my Copics, but I just want to show you his markings. So around his eyes, and then it's just a bunch of shading. And of course we have some oranges. For some final touches, last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in his pupils at least. And of course, he's a cat, so he's got whiskers, so I'm gonna give him a couple of little whiskers. And then whiskers for Officer Clawhauser. And there we go, Officer Clawhauser. So I hope that was easy. He's so adorable. OM goodness. I love that. I use that now today instead of saying OMG. I'm just gonna say OM goodness. They really did hire a bunny. I love this little guy. He's so cute. Well, not little, but still. I adore him. He's so cute. You guys want to draw one more character from Zootopia? If not, I saw a couple people mentioned, what's her name? The Miraculous Ladybug or whatever like that, and Cat Noir. I don't know how to say their names, but a couple of you were mentioning them. I do not know this cartoon personally, but I'm more than happy to help you guys draw them. So yeah, guys, just leave in the comments below who you want to draw next, and I will see y'all later. Bye! Hey guys, thank you so much much for stopping by Dramatic Parrot today. Make sure you click on that subscribe button, and hey, if you liked this video today, make sure you hit that like button as well. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all the fun stuff, and like my Facebook page. And if you haven't seen it already, I have started a VloggityVlogVlog channel on WunderlandGurl, so make sure you go ahead and check that out and subscribe to that channel as well. Other than that, I will see y'all later. Bye!